My name is Alex Hunter. I am primarily a consultant. I help businesses figure out what they want to be in the next 5 years and what it's going to take to get there. Consumer has demanded it. We've been very slow to listen and understand to consumer needs, which is kind of funny because they are the reason why we exist as businesses. And customers have been very vocal about where they want conversations to take place. Do they want it to happen on Twitter? They have an expectation that we are there and we are listening and we are responding, but so often we're not, or we're just talking about ourselves, and we would never do that in a human relationship, so we should never do it with our customers. But more importantly, it's a competitive advantage to treat your customer really well, which sounds insane when you say it out loud. You should always treat your customer well. The consumer, the customer has so much power today because they can share their opinions and their feelings about an experience, be it a movie or a meal they ate at a restaurant or a product or an airline, with so many people now that they've got a lot of power, so it's really important that we respect that power and influence. It's one of my favorite questions, and I think it cannot happen in the boardroom. It has to happen at the ground level, where the work is being done. The people that are interacting with the customers have to truly believe in the mission of the organization. Otherwise, it just doesn't scale. They have to be emotionally invested in what you as a business are trying to do. So it naturally comes out in everything they say and everything that they do. You're not creating robots. You're creating advocates who are going to go and shout as loud as they can about how great you are and how great your customer is. If you try and make it a process, if you try and program people to do the bidding of the business, it will inevitably fail. They won't feel emotionally involved or invested in the success of the mission. So taking it down to that level is critical. You cannot manufacture it. It has to be real. British Airways have really impressed me. Whenever I have a problem I need to solve with them, I travel with them quite a lot, especially within Europe. I now know that if I want to get a problem solved quickly, I don't call them, I don't email them, I tweet them. That is the fastest way. I'm giving away my best secret here. That is the fastest way for me to get an accurate and helpful response. Not just I'm sorry to hear about your problem, but an actual solution, because they've figured out that there are people like me who don't want to waste time on hold when I call. And I want to go on Twitter because that's where I am anyway. So I can send them any problem, something wrong with my frequent flyer. How much will it cost to change this flight? And somebody down the process, and it doesn't matter how it works, I don't care how it works, will come back with a solution in a conversational, one-on-one matter with a name, their first name, Mark or Jennifer or Holly, as opposed to brand name. And it's so simple, but it's so powerful. And quickly, consumers will gravitate towards the path of least resistance. And for me, I've just been so impressed with how responsive they've been to how I want, me, Alex, how I want to interact with them. 2 years ago, you were an outlier. Today, in 2016, communicating all of our needs, be it transactional, support, complaint, or praise via Twitter, is normal. It's the thing to do, yet so many businesses don't use that platform or any form of social media correctly, or at least to the extent or power that it can be used. What I think has been so great about this show so far is that you're having so many people from looking at the same problem but from different angles, from the payment to the e-commerce experience, to the customer service, to the technology that will be defining the retail experience in 5 years. And I think when you get all those people in the same room who all have similar problems, magic starts to happen. And I think you can already feel that today in the first few sessions. And the revolution is the perfect word. I think you're going to see some really exciting things come out of the next 2 days. Thank you. It's been a pleasure.